Well, howdy there, guys. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to APBA Basic 1953 World Series Game 3. The New York Yankees travel to Brooklyn to take on the Brooklyn Dodgers October 2nd, 1953 for today's game. The series is tied at one game apiece after the Yankees stormed to a 9-4 win in game number one, something like that, on a late game or kind of rally there for the Yankees. Then the Brooklyn Dodgers big bats came out in game number two, 3 solo shot home runs, and when you look up the scoreboard, it ended up 3-2 in favor of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now we travel to Brooklyn to take on game number 3. Let's look at today's starting lineup. We have Gil McDougall, the third baseman. Joe Collins, first base. Hank Bauer is going to be right fielder. Yogi Berra, he is the catcher. Mickey Mantle is center fielder. Gene Woodling is going to be your left fielder. Billy Martin is second base. And Scooter, Phil Rizzuto at short. Your pitcher today for the Yankees is going to be, here we go, here is it, Vic Raschi. Vic Raschi is a B pitcher with a Y and a Z. Hey, Robbie, how you doing, buddy? So it's going to be Vic Raschi. Raschi? Not sure how to pronounce his name, but that's who's pitching for the Yankees. Let's look at the Brooklyn Dodgers lineup. It is going to be, leading things off is going to be Jim Gillum, second baseman. We got Pee Wee Reese at short. Duke Snyder in center field. Gil Hodges is going to be your first baseman. Roy Campanella. Campy's your catcher. Carl Ferrello, he is going to be your right fielder. Jackie Robinson is your left fielder. Billy Cox at third base, and your pitcher today for the Brooklyn Dodgers is going to be Carl Erskine. He's a pitcher B with an X. B with an X. All right, so that is a look at today's starting lineup. So here we go with game number 3, getting ready to send things in motion. I need to switch. There we go. So Gil McDougall, he's got 3 hits, 8 at bats so far in the World Series. He's got a walk and 2 strikeouts. Gil McDougall steps up, and that is a 9. Now, I have to remember this. Hang on a second. So the Yankees are at bat. It's Erskine up first. He's a B pitcher. So he's going to be a fly ball and going out there in center field and making the catch out there. Fly ball to center to start things off here with game number 3. That brings up Joe Collins. Joe Collins is hitless so far in the World Series. First baseman for the Yankees. And that is a 41. And that is going to be for to first on an error on the shortstop as he throws that and takes the error on shortstop as that was wide of first bag. It dragged him off of it, and Joe Collins is on base with an E6. So we have a runner at first with 1 away here in the top of the first. Hank Bauer, 21 for Hank, and that is a 32. That's going to be a fly ball. It's headed out to right field and making the catch out there. And Collins will stay on first for the second out. And here brings up Yogi Berra. Yogi Berra is batting .375 in the World Series. He's got 3 hits. All of them are doubles. He's got 1 walk and a strikeout. Yogi Berra, runner first. 63 is a 31. That is going to be a fly ball to center field, and it's a 1 2, 3. Actually, no, it's not a 1, 2, 3 inning, as there was the error in there. Correct. Jumped ahead of myself as usual. And that's going to do it. As the Brooklyn Dodgers keep the potent Yankee lineup in check in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. And it's going to be Jim Gillum. Batting 143 in the World Series. Only has 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 stolen base for Jim Gillum. And that is going to be a fly ball. That one is also heading out to center field. And that will be a first out of the bottom of the first. Pee Wee Reese looking for his first hit. He does have 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Pee Wee Reese. 23, and that is a 12, and that would be a 12 against the Yankee pitcher. And I'm mixing myself up. So what I'm going to do is actually move Brooklyn up to the top, put the Yankees down here because that's the way it's been for the last couple of series. All right, so the Yankees will be back in their normal position. Might make it a little bit easier for me. So what did he roll? He rolled 23, right? So that's a 12. 12 is going to be ground ball, hit down to third, and makes a good throw. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Duke Snyder. Nobody on. And that's going to be a 29. That is going to be a pop-up. Nope, it's going to be ground out to the pitcher. Another play by the pitcher. And it's a 1, 2, 3 inning for Brooklyn. So we have no score going into the second inning. Still scoreless here in Brooklyn. Both teams getting their legs under them if they did not have a day off in between games 1, 2, and 3. 3 consecutive days. Here comes Mickey Mantle. And he's going to ground that one right at the second baseman. And he will be out. That brings up Gene Woodling, the outfielder. He's batting .429. He's got himself 3 hits. He's got himself a home run, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Woodling. And that is going to be a 32. That's a fly out to right. And another 2 quick outs there for Brooklyn. That brings up Billy Martin. And he's got himself a he's got himself a ground ball to the pitcher is what he's got. That one is picked up by Erskine and throws to first in plenty of time for the out. And it's a 1, 2, 3 inning to start the second. We go to the bottom of the second. And it's going to be Gil Hodges, batting 143, 1 hit, 7 at bats. The 1 hit was a home run by Gil. 36 is a 14, and that will be a walk. So first base runner for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And it's going to bring up Roy Campanella, runner first, and nobody out. That's a 24-13 ski, right 3. And that's a big strikeout there by Vic Rashi. And he's got the Y and the Z. Ferrello's up, 1 on, 1 out. 54-32. That's going to be a fly ball to right. And another out. And brings up Jackie Robinson. Jackie, you're so fine. And a 22 would be a hit by pitch. Batter goes to first on the hit by pitch as he gets hit. So runners at first and second now with 2 away. And golden opportunity for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And that's going to be Billy Cox. Looking for his first hit of the World Series. Billy Cox, big opportunity here. Runners at first and second. That's a 35. Foul out to the catcher. Unless he's got a W. Nope, no W. So it's going to be a foul out to the catcher. It's going to pop up to the catcher behind the plate, and that's going to do it for the Brooklyn Dodgers in the bottom of the second. And we go to top of the third. Still no score here in Brooklyn. Game 3, World Series. Brings up Scooter Rizzuto, the shortstop. Uh-oh, 33, and that is a 7. Erskine is a B. 7 and a B is single to left. Oh, nope. Got to go back to the nobody on thing. Let's go back to the nobody on thing. It's probably a single. It still is a single. So, leadoff single by Rizzuto, and that brings up the pitcher spot. And that's going to be for the Yankees, Vic Rashi. Now, Vic is going to try and lay down the bunt. He's got to lay down the bunt properly. Let's see if we can get a pitcher to actually lay down a bunt. 36 is a 33. Safe at first on a fielder's choice. So it's going to go pitcher to short on the play. As once again, it's going to be out. And it's going to be a 1-6. Actually, no, cancel. It's a fielder's choice is what it is. That's right, fielder's choice. He's going to be on his second on a 1-6 play. And there you go. So not able to move up the runner is Vic Rashi. And it's going to bring up McDougal. Pitcher on first now with 1 on, 1 out. 26 is a 29 with a runner at first. 29 is going to be out at first, runner to second on the pitcher to first baseman. A Y is actually a strikeout on that. And it is Brooklyn, and he does not have a Y, he has an X, so that is going to be ground ball to the pitcher, over to first. Only plays at first. Rashi will advance to second on the play. So runner in scoring position now for Joe Collins. Still looking for his first hit. Is the white die hard to see? No, not for me. Is it hard for you to see? I don't know. Is the white die hard to see? Am I reading it wrong? What's going on? Ah! Now you made me drop the dice. And it bounced under my desk. What are you, crazy? Alright, Phil Collins. It's Joe Collins. Uh-oh. That is an 8. Runner in second is going to be out at first. Ground ball to the pitcher once again. And that's going to do it as Erskine knocks it down. A ball that was headed back up the middle. And he's going to save himself a run. We will go to the bottom of the third. No, it's hard for me. Oh, okay, sorry. So we go to the bottom of the third. And it is the pitcher spot due up. And that is Erskine, Carl. 65 is a 35. Pull this back a little bit. Maybe that might help you see. So a 35, base is empty. And that's going to be a grounder to first for the out. And that was the pitcher spot. So now due up is going to be Junior Gillum for Brooklyn. Uh-oh, 44. 44 is an 8, and that's a high pop fly. It's headed out to center field. It's going deep, and making a running catch out there is Mickey Mantle. What a catch out there in center field for the out. We thought that was going to be a base hit. Mickey Mantle steals one away. And that brings up Pee Wee Reese. Oh, that one is blocked by the thing. That is actually a 41 there, guys. 24. That's going to be a ground ball to short. And another quick 1-2-3 inning against Brooklyn. We will go to the top of the fourth. Nothing but goose eggs on the board so far. Nothing but goose eggs. Hank Bauer. Only one hit in the game so far. Both pitchers dominating. Hank Bauer, 56. That's a Steve, right? 3 on the outside corner. And Hank didn't like that when he's headed back to the dugout shaking his head. Yogi Berra, 333 average. 54 is a 32. That's going to be a fly out to right. 2 up, 2 down. And that brings up Muscles. Mickey Mantle made that great catch. Great catch in center field. 35, 14. And that'll be a walk as he doesn't want to have anything to do with Mickey Mantle. He's going to give him a free pass, and he'll head on to first for Old Faithful Eugene Woodling. Oh, and that one went out. Foul ball, foul ball. Everyone hold on. That was a foul. Erskine with the pitch. 63-31 fly ball. That's headed out to center field. Running catch out there and caught it. And that'll do it for the Yankees in the top of the fourth. It is another quick inning by Brooklyn. And due up is Duke Snider for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Duke Snider, 1 home run, 9 at bats. He's batting .444. He could really use a hit to get things going for Brooklyn here. Nobody on. Bottom of the fourth. That is a 12-25. That's going to be ground ball right at the second baseman. That is Billy Martin. Billy Martin throws to first. Plenty of time to get Duke Snider. Brings up Gil Hodges. 14 is a 30. That's a fly ball to left. 2 up, 2 down. I hit center field, but I can accidentally just click on that. There we go. So 2 outs for Brooklyn. And Roy Campanella, 34. And that's a fly ball to left. I'm sorry, center. Fly ball to center. Mickey Mantle makes the catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning against the Brooklyn Dodgers. Another 1-2-3 inning. As Vic Rashe pitching a gem so far for the Yankees. Billy Martin is up. And that is a 29. That is going to be a ground ball to the pitcher. God, there's a lot of ground balls to pitchers in this game. And that brings up Rizzuto. Phil Rizzuto. Yeah, Phil Rizzuto. It is Phil. Right. Phil Rizzuto, 54-32. That's going to be a fly ball out to right field. 2 up, 2 down there for the Yankees. And that brings up the pitcher spot. Vic Rashe. .26 is a 24. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Shortstop. 24, short. Yes. Okay. And a 1-2-3 inning to start the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. And before you know it, we're halfway through this game already. And it brings up Carl Ferrello. The right fielder, Carl Ferrello. 56, 13, swing and a miss. Nice curveball there by Vic. And what did I do with Vic's card? I put it in here for some reason. Where's Vic? Come here, buddy. Where'd you go? There he is. Here's his card. All right, so Vic's back out pitching there. All right. So that is a strikeout of Ferrello. Jackie Robinson, only batting .250. He's got 2 hits, 8 at bats. He's got a triple to his name, though. 62 is a 22 with bases empty. 22 is going to be a ground ball to first. Flips it over to the pitcher for the out. And that brings up Billy Cox, third baseman for your Brooklyn Dodgers. 56 again. That is a 34. That is going to be a pop out to short. Unless, what was it? 56 was a 34. 34. Unless he's got a Y. He does have a Y. That is a strikeout, actually. Let me, we're going to undo that. Let's undo this. That should actually be a strikeout. He has a Y. Rashi has a Y and a Z. So that should be a strikeout. Got to give the pitcher credit. Third strikeout of the game there. So we will go to top of the 6th. And it is going to be the leadoff man, Gil McDougall. Still only one hit in this game. Gil McDougall. 26 is a 29. Everyone knows that's going to be a ground ball unless he has an X. He does have an X, so that should be a strikeout. That is a strikeout of Gil McDougall. Joe Collins. Erskine with a big pitch there. Joe Collins. 45. That is a walk. So 1-out walk to give it up to Joe Collins. That brings up Hank Bauer. 1 on, 1 out. 64 is another walk, unless he's a Z pitcher, and Erskine is not a Z. So that is going to be another walk. So just like that, the Yankees have runners at first and second with 1 out, and we have our best opportunity of this ball game yet to see some action. And it's, of course, Yogi Berra, who's batting 300. He was batting 377, but he's dropped a few points since he's 0 for 2 in this game. He's had a fly out to left and a fly out to right. I'm sorry, fly out to center and a fly out to right. Runners at first and second. Defense playing back in normal. Going for the double play. 45. And oh my gosh, that is possibly another walk. And it is back to back to back walks. And just like that, the bases are loaded for the Yankees with only 1 out. Now it comes time to figure out, what are you going to do? Are you going to play in and try and keep that run from scoring, or are you going to play back and go for the double play? They're going to play in. They're going to risk it here. All the infield's at the edge of the grass. Mantle is up. And this could be the big blow of the series right here. Mickey Mantle. Erskine with the pitch. 36 is a 33. That's an infield fly. Pop up to first. Runners hold. So he got Mickey Mantle to get under that one. That's a high pop fly. And it's caught by the first baseman, and runners hold for the second out of the inning. Now, the last man standing for the Yankees. Old Faithful. Is he true to his nickname? Eugene Woodling. Bases loaded. Erskine trying to get the last out here. Can he will his team to another 1 out and keep this a scoreless game? 41 is a 24, and that is going to be, it would have been a double play, but they don't need a double play. It went to short. We're just going to go short to first and in time. And the Brooklyn Dodger faithful are on their feet cheering. The Yankees know they had a golden opportunity there, and they could not cash in as Erskine, after giving up back-to-back-to-back walks, gets out of the inning. And what a big inning that could have been for the Yankees. We're still scoreless going in the bottom of the 6th, and Erskine, they are going to leave him in there, I believe. Both pitchers went 9 innings in this game. One went 8 and the other went 9. So both pitchers lasted the whole game. So what you see is what you get, my friends. Who's to me to argue with the managers from 1953? So it's going to be Erskine all the way against Vic Raschi. We're going to find out who's better. Mano a mano. That's what this game is all about in 1953. Mano a mano affair between pitchers and batters. My guy versus your team. Who's better? Let's find out if Carl Erskine can get things started for Brooklyn here in the bottom of the 6th. 34, and that is a 31. And that, my friends, is going to be a fly ball to center field. And first, oh, I got to click, cancel. I had to click back over here. Fly ball to center field. So Erskine's out. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Gillum. Gillum's batting 111. He needs to get his bat going for Brooklyn here. 12, 25. That's going to be ground ball to second. For the second out, 25. Oh, X is a strikeout. Rashi does not have an X, right? So it wouldn't have been a strikeout, so that's good. Pee Wee Reese still looking for his first hit. He's got to get something going here. 52-27. X for strikeout. Rashi doesn't have an X, so it's going to be ground ball down to third. And a good throw there. And it's another 1, 2, 3 inning for Brooklyn. And we go to the 7th. Still scoreless here in Brooklyn. Still scoreless. Only one hit on the board so far. And it is Billy Martin up for the Yankees. He struck out. No, I'm sorry. He's hit. He is grounded to the pitcher both times. Uh-oh, not this time. That is a 0. This could be trouble. Billy Martin's got a hold of one. 2-2. And that one is hit well by Billy Martin. And it's going out to deep left center field. It's carrying. It's going. It's going. And it's gone. Billy Martin, with his first home run of the World Series, has put the Yankees in front 1-0. He hit 15 home runs in 1953. Batted .257, but he might have hit the biggest hit of his career here in Game 3 of the World Series, if that holds up. Billy Martin got a hold of that one. And now it's Scooter Rizzuto with nobody out. 52-27. That's going to be a ground ball down to third and over to first. Plenty of time. And the pitcher spot. And again, back in 1953, they're not taking pitchers out in the 7th inning. So Rashi's batting. 52-27. We just had that one. It's going to be ground ball down to third on the 27. And 2 outs. And brings up Gil McDougall. Hot-headed Billy Martin. Yeah, Billy, Robbie's not happy about that. Billy Martin going deep, giving the Yankees the lead. Gil McDougall, 31-9 versus a B pitcher 9 is going to be a single. So another hit by the Yankees here. And brings up Joe Collins, runner at first. 2 away. Can Erskine will his team to another out again? 51 to another 9. That is a single and beats the infield to base. And it's going to be an infield single. Back-to-back singles by the Yankees. And they're going to have a meeting on the mound. They're going to talk with Erskine. Erskine, are you okay? You're going up 3 walks and a couple hits and a home run. You're about ready to pull you. One more man, we're going to pull you. He says, let me go, coach. Let me go. I can do this. He's like, you got one more out, son. You got one more out. You need to get it. Get it right here. Let's get it. Hank Bauer's up. 43, did he get it? And he did get it, as that's going to be a ground ball. That is a Y. And Erskine does not have a Y, so it's going to be a ground ball back to Erskine. And he's going to field his position and throw to first. Plenty of time, and that's going to do it. But the damage is done as Billy Martin give the Yankees a 1-0 lead here in the top of the 7th. It's scratch time! Go and get your snacks and get them back to your seats because this is going to be a humdinger coming down the wire. It is 1-0. Vic Rashi against Duke Snyder in the bottom of the 7th. 12-25, and that is going to be a ground ball. No, it's not. Yes, it is. He doesn't have an X, so it's going to be ground ball to second. Picking that up, Billy Martin throws to first. Plenty of time. Got him by his step. Gil Hodges. 61 is a 41. And he's going to reach on another error to the first baseman. Let's cancel that. Reached on an error again to the first baseman. Reached on an error. Or, I'm sorry, shortstop. Sorry, shortstop. It was a reached on error on the shortstop. So another E6 given out. So the only base runners so far have been on the air, and it's Roy Campanella, runner at first. That brings the winning run up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Roy Campanella, he does have 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. 36, and that is a 33. High pop fly. It's going to be in the infield. It's going to be caught over there by the third baseman for the out, and he's going to hold the runners. And that brings up Carl Ferrello. Last hope for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. 35 says 9, and that is going to be a base hit single. And it's going to be throw to first, not in time, an infield single, and that is their first hit of the ball game. Comes in the bottom of the 7th, and it gives the Brooklyn Dodgers faithful some hope. Their first hit of the ball game given up by Vic Rashi. So big standing ovation for his effort from the Yankee dugout, as he has really held the Brooklyn Dodgers in check most of this game now, but he's in trouble. He's got runners at first and second. He needs 1 big out, and the man at the plate is not going to make it easy. That is Jack Roosevelt Robinson, better known as Jackie. Here he comes. Here comes the pitch, the swing. And that is going to be runners at first and second. Runners at first and second. 27 is going to be ground ball double play. They don't need a double play, but it's still going to be ground ball down to third. He'll throw it to first, and that will retire the side, and the Brooklyn Dodger faithful let out a big moan. After that play. We go to the 8th. It's still 1-0 on the muscles of Billy Martin. The home run to deep left center field is the only score so far in this one. Yogi Bear is 0 for 2 with the walk. 25 is an 8, and an 8 is going to be an 8 with a B pitcher, I believe, is going to be an out. It is going to be a high pop fly, and it's going to be caught out there in center field for the out. So Yogi Berra is 0 for 3 on the day. That brings up Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 2 at the walk. Mickey, you're so fine. 64, and he's going to walk again. They do not want to have anything to do with Mickey Mantle. They know the power of the man. Hit 21 home runs, batted .295 in the regular season, .497 slugging. They don't want to have anything to do with them, so they're going to give him a free pass. And that brings up Eugene Woodling. Now, Woodling needs to cover up and get some hit going. He is batting .300 in the series. Runner at first. 46, 24, and that's going to be a double play. 6 to 4 to 3. And that's going to be the twin killing the Brooklyn Dodgers are looking for. 6 to 4 to 3, and that is going to put us into It's going to put us into the bottom of the 8th is what it's going to do. And it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. And that's going to be Billy Cox. Billy Cox starting things off, the third baseman. 65-35. Foul out to the catcher. He does not have a W, so it's going to be a pop out to the catcher. And are they going to leave Erskine to pitch the 9th is the question. He's got a, yeah, they are going to. So he's going to bat. They're going to bring him out for the 9th. So he is going to bat. He's hitting a 1-run, 4-hit day. If he can just keep that right where it's at for one more inning. 21 is a 30. That's going to be a fly ball to left for another out. And that's going to bring up Jim Gillum. Jim Gillum. 56-34. That's a high pop fly. Does he have a Y? He does have a Y. It's a strikeout, actually. As Vic Rashi gets another one looking at a curveball in there. And he is throwing the game of his life right now. And it's all coming down to the 9th, my friends. And here is the most hated man in Brooklyn right now. As he walks to the plate, he hears nothing but a chorus of boos coming down from the stadium. Billy Martin, the only man to touch home plate so far today. And here we go. Billy, 46, and that will be with nobody on. I'm sure that's going to be an out. It's just a matter of what kind of out it's going to be. And that is going to be a strikeout. That's going to be a strikeout of Billy Martin. And they laugh at him as he's headed back to the dugout. As the Bronx cheer from the Brooklyn faithful here. As he strikes at a ball 4. He swings at it and humiliated has to head back to the dugout. But he has a nice little grin on his face knowing that right now his hit is the only thing that's keeping the Brooklyn Dodgers from winning this game. Phil Rizzuto, 63-31, fly ball to center. And the Yankees have one more out in them. And is it going to be Vic? It is going to be Vic. Vic is coming into bat. He's just going to try and put his bat in front of a ball just to get this inning over, and he does. It's going to be a pop out. Does he have? He does not have a Y, so it's going to be a pop out to short, and that's okay. He just runs right to the mound and he starts warming up for the next inning, as he's 3 outs away from a Yankee victory, and the only one standing between him and victory is a couple batters. And you know what? We're going to be having some pinch hitters come up. It looks like taking the bat, and taking the bat is going to be Pee Wee Reese, still hitless in the World Series. They're not going to rely on him. They are going to give it to... It looks like it's going to be... and it's going to be... Let's see, he is a shortstop. Who is the backup shortstop, you might ask? I might ask the same question. They literally do not have one. So I guess it is going to be Pee Wee Reese. Pee Wee Reese is going to come up, it looks like, because I don't see another card for shortstop, and I don't want to have to manage anything. And he did stay in this game, so Pee Wee Reese, even though he's hitless, is coming up. The manager has full confidence in Pee Wee here. Top of the 9th, I'm sorry, bottom of the 9th, 1-0 Yankees. 34, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. And they probably should have pinch hit for him. Oh, cancel again. I keep doing that. It's going to be a fly ball to center. So Pee Wee Reese, out. And it brings up Duke Snider. A one-hit shutout so far for Vic Rashi. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. He's pitching the game. I should probably figure out how to pronounce his game. He's got literally one hit against him. Duke Snider says, wait a second, I'm not done yet. And he swings and misses. And the Brooklyn Dodgers are down to their last out here in Game 3 of the World Series. And it's up to Gil Hodges, the third baseman. Gil Hodges batted .302 in real life. He had 31 home runs. Let's see. The big man comes to the plate, and he's Vic Rashi against Gil Hodges for Game 3 of the World Series. And here comes the pitch. 56. That is going to be a pop fly. And no, it's not. It's a swing and a miss. Rashi, and the Yankees pour it out of the dugout and mob Vic Rashi on the mound as he throws a one-hit shutout against the Brooklyn Dodgers here in Game 3 of the World Series. One little base hit for the Brooklyn Dodgers. One opposite field ground ball was all he gave up all game long. Vic Rashi was the MVP of this one. Holy cow, what a game. And that one is going to belong to Rashi. The loss will go to Erskine. And we will save our stats here for game number 4. And just like that, the New York Yankees take a 2-1 series lead. And we will have game number 4 next time. Game number 4 next time. And I will save this as, there you go. So that is 3 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4 walks for Erskine. And 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. And for Vic Rashi, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. 1 walk and 1 hit by Carl Ferrello was the only thing that kept this from a no-hitter. That one little measly hit. A 9. I think he rolled a 9. And that was a little roller that went through the infield for the only hit of the game. Otherwise, we would have just had our no-hitter in the World Series. Now that would have been something cool. Why couldn't we have had that? So Gil McDougall, Collins, Bauer, Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, Gene Woodling, Billy Martin was the big hit there, and Phil Rizzuto. The Yankees take game number 3. Game 3 goes to the Yankees on a very close 1-0 affair here in Brooklyn, and the hometown crowd heads home with disappointment. But this day belonged to Vic Rashi. On the regular season, he was 13 wins, 6 losses, 1 save, a 3.33 ERA. 55 walks, 76 strikeouts, and he gave up 11 home runs. But in Game 3 of the World Series, he was one little hit away from a no-hitter. So Rashi, the MVP of this one, and the Yankees take a 2-1 lead on the Brooklyn Dodgers as we head to game number 4. Now I got to figure out Which one of these is the Yankees? It must be this one. I'm not sure. If they would have put the, the team name on here, it would have been so much easier to figure that out. I think these go up here actually. With this, trying to keep things organized. That's going to put way too many on one team, isn't it? No, I guess not. I'll have to figure it out later. All right. Anyways, thanks for coming on by. That's Game 3 of the World Series. The Yankees win this one. One run, 4 hits, and an error on the Yankees. No runs on 1 hit and 1 error by the Brooklyn Dodgers. You know, if you have as many errors as you have hits, that's usually not a good sign. And the Yankees head out of game number 3 with a 2-1 series lead. Thanks to Robbie Wartburg, Gerald Creek, and everyone else that came by tonight to watch this. I do appreciate it. We'll see you all next time for game number 4, maybe even later tonight. We'll see. All right, talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching.